Hey guys, this is a game I just played and it was a 100-point game, 100-point win, where I was way down in points, but I used double check to make up for those points. Looks like we have 4 players. I'm playing yellow. And Dragon Malo, even though he's rated 1192, it seemed like he played a really good game. So basically, I start just as always, as I've been starting to make to protect my king first, and I kind of see blue is going for the queen, and his pawns are far away from mine, so I'm like where I'm getting a castle, so that's kind of a relief. It makes my job a little bit easier. Blue goes ahead in this game, and I think what ends up killing him was his greed. But let's see what goes on. I was kind of worried that Clementon 18 was going to time out, and I hate that when people time out, and even I do like getting the 20 points if I'm the one that gets them, but it's more fun with 4 players. I'm pretty open to develop my pieces. Green or blue are focused more on the queens. And so I'm just gonna create a strong home base. When you go for the queen at first, and then you get to the last ranks, and you're like, is he gonna take me, or if I get a queen, and or why can't we both just get queens or whatever? It gets kind of frustrating, so I'm just gonna develop my pieces, and the reason I'm doing this knight move is to swing it back over on top of my other knight for protection. Now, green in this game actually, okay, blue gets his queen. Green gets his queen. Now blue, look at blue. He's getting greedy. Okay, Clementine's from Peru. Oh, in Romania. Those guys are fighters. United States, so Dragon Malo. Maybe he lives in Hawaii. Malo. I don't know. I feel pretty confident in my position. And I'm not worried about anything. Pretty stress-free right now. Blue's in check. Now it's my turn, so I'm gonna put a little pressure on him, hoping that the yes. And now green just goes ahead and checkmates. Well, yeah, green went ahead and checkmated him, so no, actually red did with the bishop. So my quest for points off his pieces are useless now because they're not worth anything. So red is now the point leader. He has 20 points. And I kind of like that my right side, I don't have to worry about attacks coming from the right. I'm just going to stay low key. My queenside bishop, I don't have to keep my eye on it because there's no threat there. One thing though, when blue got both queens, it kind of, and then he was checkmated. Now I can't really advance to get my queen on that row. In the future, I'm gonna have to either get rid of those queens or whatever. Now it's kind of nice because red and green are kind of at odds. He's moving. He moved his rook. Maybe he takes my knight, but that's okay because I don't have to worry about my right side. Oh, wow, he does a check. Can I capitalize on this? I guess the only thing I can do is get a pawn for my bishop. No. I'm gonna put my bishop here. And I'm gonna take his bishop to show red. Hey, dude, I'm with you. Oh, awesome. Instead of getting my bishop, now I'm going to put him in check. He's going to take my bishop because it's his turn. And red's going to capture his queen. So I have my natural queen. And everything's looking good. I haven't managed to piss off all the players. And I'm kind of just waiting. I moved my pawn there, hoping if the queen took it, then the queen decided to push the pawn, the green queen. But if the green queen took that pawn, I was just my goal was to open up a file where I could go access green for check. Now I give green a check. This is showing red, hey, maybe this guy is not a threat to me. He's going after green too, so I'll leave him alone. I think the only thing I can capitalize on this is getting a free pawn. Oh no, where do I put my... I don't want to get my queen trapped. Excuse me. There's really no... I'm gonna have to use the diagonal. I could have gone down on his lower rank. Now green is green's kind of pissed at me, or come on, red, do a good move. Okay, he didn't really do anything. Now could put some pressure on his bishop. Either take my rook or don't. And if he... Good. Now I have the open file in front of the rook. All the wheels are spinning in my brain. I have a free red pawn if I want. But you have to be careful because the way it's positioned, well, I just do that to kind of wait it out move. All my pieces are guarded except my b4 pawn. Now notice they are leading in points, 38, 23, and I only have 8. So I'm gonna have to make up a little bit of ground. Now I take his red pawn. I don't want to get them both mad at me. Hopefully it doesn't. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I have a very solid. My king is in no chance of being shagged. I can't really check green. I can't check red without losing pieces. I see red moved his knight. That's great. I'm gonna move my rook in front of here. In front of his no, I can't. Don't do that, Paul. Well, you'll see in a second. Okay. My focus now is just make some points and what am I thinking? He's just getting, I thought, oh good, I've got the mate. But I'm going to double up my rooks just so I have a little bit of protection on them. Notice the points, 42, 37, and I have 10. I'm going to have to make up some points either by what's it called? Winning, checkmating both of them. Now see, red could take my knight, and then it would be a whole different game. My king, if someone comes down on the king file and checks me, I still have the protection of that knight. Oh, he did take my rook. Should I take his rook? No. Now he, green commented XD. I have no idea what the XD means. I can't take that other queen that's impeding my movement up, so okay. No, don't do that. Good. Whew. Yeesh. just going to get my rook out of the way, also keeping his king from moving there. Queen sees that opportunity, or put some pressure on the knight. Red offers a check. Maybe I should just push a pawn. Yeah, get the queen while I can. Might not be able to. Good. Okay. So now I'm back in it. Red has, well, he had a little bit more material than I did. I have a rook if I want it. The red rook. Take the red rook. He's gonna have to, what? Oh, okay. I don't know, I think I was saying to myself right here, I don't want him to be in check. And now, Green's mad. He's like, why'd you do that? I told him points on the dialogue box. Now I'm going to put him in check. Now I'm going to get the free queen. And this is where the game changes, depending on what Green will. Okay. So I'd still have to checkmate both of them to get a normal number of points. Now I'm kind of looking, I don't like the fact that that red pawn is approaching, so I'm going to check him to just kind of stall, see what Green does with his. Good. I'm also in my mind, I'm saying, can I get a double check in here somewhere? Because if I can get a double check, that'd be another way of getting points. Here we go. That's 5 extra points. When you get 2 people double checked, it's 5, and 3, I think it's 10 or 15. 3 kings, triple check. Red is no longer concerned, except that he has a pawn there that, if left unattended, could. So I caught up a little bit on points. My king is solid. It's in no danger. Red does a check. I am. I'm just gonna capitalize on it. My rook's not in danger. And now green is like, oh man, this game really sucks. They both are. And I'm thinking red goes to defend his pawn. So I'm going to go check. Double check. Another 5 points. So that's just eliminate some. I don't want any snafus. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Don't really have green's like, I'm stuck in this stupid game. If I were green, I would have just resigned, but because hoping that, you know, I don't know. Green's like, he's like, this sucks. Okay. He goes check. And green's like, this is boring. And it probably is boring to watch, but like, I'm gonna torture them and say, hey, we're gonna draw this game out for double check. 5 points. 49. 53. Double check. Like, I think red's dead. I don't know. He is. Double check. 5 points. Oh wow, I just realized this. Even if he's, gosh, even I could have just double checked. 5 points. Really boring, says Green. He's correct. Okay, so 87. So if I don't stalemate him, so I made 107, and this was a good game.